Do authorities believe that they have much to work with here?
Well, Trish, as you know, the executioner there did have a mask on, trying to hide his identity in that video. But he and his accomplices, I'm told, did leave some clues behind. That's according to current and former intelligence officials who have looked at this video. A former French hostage says he may even recognize the masked man as a British jihadist who he referred to as John. Now the hunt is on for jailer John. I spoke with Patrick Soufan. He's a former CIA case officer now at the Soufan Group to get an idea of what investigators are looking at. First, Patrick Skinner tells me technicians going to scrub the video for any metadata left behind. They're looking specifically for a timestamp, location of the computer used to upload this video. They'll also want to know who downloaded it right away. That could provide some clues. Next, they're going to focus on the video production itself. And Skinner tells me that the panorama-style shooting in broad daylight, very bold and unusual. It tells him that they weren't worried about being spotted from the air. They weren't worried about drones like they should have been. Skinner says that and the desolate desert background suggests to him that it was shot in Syria away from the Iraqi border. If they can get more on the time and location of Foley's murder, then, Trish, they can go back and look for communication traffic around that time. That could be a critical component in this manhunt. Maybe the best clue of all, the voice on the video itself.
This is James Foley, an American citizen of your country.
Now, the British voice with the slight accent already suggests to linguists he's from the southeast of London, most likely from southeast of England, most likely from London. Skinner says that audio is going to be matched against audio in terror databases. But, Trish, the curveball here, a UK intelligence official tells us it's possible the voice and the man in the video, not the same person.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. I just have a question. I mean, it's interesting to hear all this information and to know what kind of clues they'll be looking at. But at the same time, do authorities run the risk that these terrorists are going to be able to effectively get away because there's so much information out there? How do you balance this?
Well, there's a lot of information, Trish, but again, there are clues within this video, and that is important. This was bold the way they did it, but they did leave some telltale marks that they have to work with. And one of them is even the executioner's physical appearance itself. His face is covered. He's wearing all black, but there are things that they can determine from the images themselves. There's no chance for a retinal match, I'm told, but the eyes alone can lead to facial recognition, for example. That's according to a Michigan State biometrics expert, Anil Jain. He says 70% of the face is the eye area. That could be all they need potentially to try and identify him. He also appears in the video to be left-handed. That's another clue for investigators. Trish, the bottom line, this is going to be very difficult, but it will be possible.